Final Destination Bloodlines has been released on 4K. Let's talk about it. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Flicks and Pixels, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. So, yes, we are talking about Final Destination Bloodlines today. I'm a huge Final Destination fan. I've got all the others on Blu-ray. Kind of hoping they're going to release all these on 4K. I'd love to see them release it on 4K, the whole collection. Never got chance to see this at the cinema, so kind of got this not so much as a blind buy, because I kind of knew what to expect, really. But I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. The opening sequence, the disaster part of this is absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best, I think. I think the disaster in number 2 is probably my favourite. Number 2 and number 5 were probably my favourite ones. But this is definitely up there. This is top 1 or 2, easily. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It is a typical Final Destination film. If you've seen all the others, you know what to expect with this. Yeah, just a really great film. And it's quite clever what they've done with it, really, with the whole Bloodlines situation. If you've not seen it yet, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but it's actually a really clever aspect how they've incorporated the Bloodlines into it, basically. Yeah, it's really well done. And, of course, it's an emotional one because it was Tony Todd's last film, and he gives a great sort of speech in this film. It is fantastic, and from what I hear as well, they kind of give him that freedom to say what he wanted, and it really hits. It really does. Yeah, he's great in this. He's not in it for long, but he's great in it. He really is. So overall, yeah, I think it's a great film. I really do. I know there's kind of a lot of people out there that are like, oh, Final Destination. Listen, I really like them. I really do. And as I say, I'm hoping that they'll do a 4K collection for them all. Maybe do like a nice sort of like steel tin, bit like what they do with Nightmare on Elm Street, I suppose. That would be a really nice sort of collector's edition for them to do. But even if they just did like a standard kind of 4K release for the collection, I'd be up for buying that, without a doubt. So, yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines then, guys. I would normally go down and do like an unboxing at the table and everything. This film doesn't need it. So we'll just do a quick one because it is a standard edition. So, as you can see there, quite a nice slipcover. Quite like that artwork. What I will say about this artwork, though, is the US got a really nice sort of like... The artwork's different on the US release. I'll bring a picture of it up so you can have a look at it. Really like that. Really like it. I was umming and ahhing about getting the steelbook, but to be honest, you know, this was 20 quid. The steelbook was 35. There was no difference in the artwork, really, except you were just getting a steelbook. And yeah, I didn't want the steelbook. I just went for the standard. So that is the front of the case. That is the back of it just there. So a bit of a write-up on the film. A list of your couple of bonus features that are there, and your tech specs as well. And if we open this up, you will see you've got the 4K disc just there. So yeah, sort of, as I say, guys, opted for the standard edition. Would have liked some kind of collector's edition, I suppose. Yeah, wasn't keen on the steelbook, really, to be honest. I think if that had maybe done sort of like some kind of lenticular effect on the steelbook, it might have been quite nice. But yeah, that artwork on the US release, on the standard Blu-ray release, looks great, it really does. And I've heard as well there's going to be some more steelbooks released for Final Destination. I've seen the artwork on those and they look quite good. They're not the US one, which is a shame. But yeah, I might pick one of those up because those designs look a little bit better. They're available for pre-order, I believe, Amazon Italy. So I'll leave you a link in the description for those steelbooks so you can check them out. I would assume we're going to get a release over here for those as well. Nothing's been announced yet. I think they're trying to wait for the current steelbook to kind of sell a little bit more. But I think much like the Minecraft situation, they did the same in Minecraft. They released a HMV exclusive steelbook, a standard edition, and now they've announced some other steelbooks coming out for that. I think Final Destination will be a similar kind of scenario. But yeah, I'll be interested in getting one of those if they get a UK release for that today. If not, I'll just get them from Amazon Italy. Simple as that. But in terms of the 4K transfer for Final Destination Bloodlines, listen, it's a given. It's a modern film. It looks great. It really does. The HDR and the Dolby Vision, they really do pop, especially with like the scene at the start with all the flames and everything, honestly, popping off the screen. Detail is excellent, as you would expect with a modern film. Yeah, just a really impressive 4K disc, to be honest. It looks fantastic. In terms of the Dolby Atmos, yeah, this sounds really good in Dolby Atmos. It really does. When you hear kind of, again, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but the disaster at the beginning, when you hear those kind of cracks in the floor, and the atmosphere when the camera's panning around, when everyone's singing and dancing, it kind of gives you a feel that you're actually in that room with everybody kind of around you. It sounds fantastic. Explosions have got some real oomph to them. Would have been nice to have a little bit more oomph, but they sound good all the same. Dialogue was clear as well. So overall, as you would expect with a modern film, it's a great 4K disc. The picture looks great and it sounds great as well. A few bonus features on there, not too many, but there's a couple. So overall, it's a decent 4K. I can't say any more than that, really. As I said, it's a modern film. It is going to look good. And it does. It really does. And that HDR and Dolby Vision look absolutely fantastic. Loads of pop on there. Honestly, it does. Looks great. And sounds great as well. If you're a fan of the Final Destination franchise and you're yet to see this, I highly recommend it. If you like the others, you're going to really enjoy this one. Trust me. I did. I really enjoyed it. So, that is all for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Have you got this on 4K? Are you a fan of the Final Destination franchise? Would you like to see all of them get a 4K release? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you did like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel as well, that would really mean a lot to me. And hopefully, I will see you again on my next video. Until then, take care.